Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here. It is time to make something with the masterboard that we made last week. So if you haven't caught that video, it was last Friday, New Zealand time, so it might be like Saturday in your time zone. We made this masterboard. So every month I run a masterboard challenge. You can dip in and out as you are inspired to or as you have time. There's no pressure, it's just some fun. And I combine a different theme and a different technique for the masterboard. So for this month of November, the theme was Christmas, and the technique was using, well, I can't show you because I've now collaged over the back, but book pages and joining them together to create your masterboard, and you just keep adding bits over the joins and extending for as long as you want. And you can also do like a double layer. I just did a single height book height. Tripping over my words here. Nothing new. But you can add, like you can go up or down as the case may be, and you just keep adding it for as long as you want. So I did, I think from memory, 5 or 6 book pages that I've joined together. I've used Reader's Digest condensed book. So this was my base. So I just tore off pages and kept adding them. I used wrapping paper from previous Christmases as my collage material, and then I've just backed it with just offcuts, scraps of coffee dyed paper primarily. There's a couple of other bits in there, but mostly coffee dyed papers. So I think that's the lowdown. I will link the video in the description box for the collage video if you would like to go and see that, or to make sense of what I'm saying. That's entirely possible, that I'm not making a lot of sense. I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball, and I'll get into a bit of that as we go along. So my masterboard here is a roughly 26 inches long, and it's 7 1/4 inches high. So I'm going to use the entire height for this, but I'm going to cut it into, actually before I grab out the cutter, I need to make marks. 8 inches wide is what I'm after. And I'm going to make just a really simple project today. I'm just going to make some double journal cards, or they could be like Christmas cards. So I'm just going to make a mark at 8 there, and then move it along, make another mark at 8 inches. I'm not worried about being super precise because it doesn't matter. Now just looking for my mark there, and another one at 8 inches. So that'll give us 3 double journal cards or Christmas cards, and then I've got a basically 2-inch leftover scrap at the end, which could make a nice little belly band or a side tuck or something. Okay, so let's chop it into our 3 pieces or 4 pieces. Where's my mark? Oh, there it is. It's all very well making marks, but if you can't see them, they're not very handy, are they? Right, so going there, that's our first piece. And there's the other mark there. Second piece. Third piece right over here. Whoops, I've got a bit lifting on top there. I can re-glue that, not a problem. Okay, so fun little scrap. Needs a little bit of extra glue, but all good. So we'll put that aside. Probably not going to do anything with that today. I may trim these down a little bit. It's quite hard to visualize what they're going to look like dimension wise until I've got them cut out, so they might look a bit weird. I might need to just shorten them a little bit, but we shall see. So just going to fold in half, and hopefully none of the papers end up on the fold line. If they do, they might pop up, and just go in with a bit of extra glue and glue them back down. It's not the end of the world if they pop up a little bit. we can deal with it. But that one's nice. No papers end close to the fold line. I think that will be okay. Let's just check it on a journal page. If I can find one. Here we go. Here's kind of like typical journal page size. So that would fit in a belly band or a pocket. You know, it would fit on your journal page. Okay, so let's fold the other two. And hopefully these ones work nicely as well with the paper on the fold line. So how are you, my friends? Oh, we do have some paper that's very close at this end. How are you doing? Are you well? I hope you are well, my friends. Hope you're doing well, having a great week. Right, so we've got paper just right at the fold line, but it doesn't wrap around, so it's not popping up. So happy with that one. And let's do this one. My week, oh, if you're a regular, you'll know how my week's been. It's been a bit of a trial with computer issues. And I'm guessing it's really thrown me for a loop because I've been doing the daftest things. Like just before this video, I recorded my collage video, got through the entire thing, not realizing that the TV remote was sitting in full view on the side of my desk. I was like, I don't think I've ever done that before. I'm just daft, I tell you, just daft. Right, so I'm going to grab out my punch board here. I'm going to use this because I think it's going to cope better with these layers, and I want to do them all at the same time, like front and back. Yep, that works fine. I think with those layers, the small handheld punch would, one, hurt my fingers, and two, it might not cope so much with the layers. Yeah, so I did that, and then I was uploading a video yesterday, early afternoon, I guess, is when I started it uploading. And this morning it still hadn't finished uploading, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Went to check my recording phone because it's a different phone to what I use for, you know, just everyday phone use. And it had run out of battery power. So the upload hadn't kept going because it wasn't powered. So that was fine. I charged my phone this morning. You know, it took a couple of hours to charge, and checked that it went on uploading, and it's like, oh good, it's carried on. It's now continuing to upload. And then I recorded my video before this one, and then I went to check on the other one and found it was sideways. When I record with the phone up here that you guys see me through, or see what I'm doing through, it's always either upside down or sideways, and I have to rotate it, save it, then upload it. I had uploaded the video sideways. I had not rotated it. So all that time completely wasted. I've now, before I did this video, rotated it, but I haven't set it to upload again because I don't want to interfere with the recording quality of this video. So I was just like, why am I making so many stupid errors? Like, it's just dumb, people. I am really dumb at the moment. Right, so here are our double journal cards. So you've got lovely writing space inside, and we've got fun and funky, colourful exteriors, which we're going to decorate now. And for decorating, I've got a couple of bits that I've actually grabbed out of a magazine. So this one says Christmas time. This one says Dear Santa. I think they're actually out of like what's the company? Close to My Heart, or a Stamping Up catalogue. I believe that's what they're out of. I may be wrong. I have some printables here. So I've got an angel, a present that says do not open till Christmas with an oops, because someone's opened it before Christmas. I've got a couple of Christmas trees. Now these are my printables off of Patreon. They are either from last Christmas or the Christmas before. I can't remember. But if you're one of my patrons, they are still there, still available. So you can go and look for those if you are liking what you see, or if you want to have a play. I've also got some pattern Christmas papers on Patreon as well from the same year, I think. So it's Christmas tree there. It's actually the same Christmas tree. I've just turned it into a pattern. And this bauble paper with stars as well. So I've got that to play with. I have a few bits and pieces, just random bits that I've collected from somewhere. I don't know. Had them for a while. And some stickers here, which I believe hubby bought me last year. So that's what we're playing with. We might grab out a few other bits and pieces. And straight away I'm looking at this tartan ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Like, do we want to just put a strip or something? Oh, I like. And I like it on all of them. I think it will work for all of them. So it's not straight at the end. Let's start by straightening that up a little bit. Maybe one at a time might pay. Do I want center? I think I want it off to the side slightly. I might do them differently. I'm just going to cut it slightly longer than what I need, and then I'll trim it down once it's glued on. Now glue. This is very, very thin and quite, yes, I can see through it. So it's very open weave. I'm not sure that alcohol glue would be the best thing. I think I could use double-sided tape. Why don't I use double-sided tape? I find double-sided tape. Now, which side's the right side? Is there a right side? I don't think it matters. Okay. I love double-sided tape for certain things. It just is quite quick and easy and mess-free. Not suitable for everything, but things like this, it actually just makes good sense in my opinion. Now, can I fit another strip? I might take the backing off first. I think they might overlap a little bit. It is fraying at the ends, but hopefully once it's on the card, it'll be okay. If I sound a little bit raspy, it's because I had a little snack of some cashews, and they irritated the back of my throat for some weird reason. Just, you know, one of those weird moments where they hit the back of your throat and make you cough. My eyes were watering. I tell you what, this week, it's just been one for the records. But anyway, moving on. It'll be all good. Right, I've just got a little bit of tape hanging over the edge, so let's fold it back on itself so it's not visible or sticky on the front of the card. Here we go, and a little bit at that end as well. Tuck it under, stick it to itself, and she'll be all good. Right, so going about there. Oops, got a little curve in it, but never mind, it's handmade. And then I can trim off that excess. Okay, shall we do one at a time rather than like, yeah, I'm not a mess maker, you know this about me. I don't want to use one of these. I think it's a shame I don't have 3 Christmas type words, but I don't, so we'll just find something else for the third. So guys, with these Masterboard challenges, you don't have to make what I make. You can make whatever you like out of your Masterboard. This is just what I make. It's maybe some inspiration or a jumping off point for you guys to interpret as you will. Quite like it down the bottom. What would I like to put with it? Focal point. Do I want to, it's a nice big bauble. Can I cut it out successfully? We shall try. I need to reprint these papers actually, because I've only got these few wee scraps left. So sorry about doing the fussy cutting on camera. It's just part of the process. Now my problem here is the hook. How to cut out the hook. Maybe I will, what will I do? Cut up that for a start, just around the top of the ornament. Options are I could cut it off and draw it in. I could cut it off and just ignore that it's cut off. I could give a little kiss cut and leave a bit of the green around. I think I'm just going to chop it off and then we'll see. Chop it off. Chop, chop. Like that over to the side a little bit. And I'm thinking actually to maybe use a bit of yarn or something to like dangling from your tree. Whoops, just bent it. Let's glue that on. Using tacky glue should be fine over top of that ribbon. So I'm going to go over to that side a little bit. A nice press, and I think I want that. Do I want something under it? Just to lift it off the background a little bit, I'm thinking. What have I got? I just want something plainish, I think. I'm just looking to see if I've got Christmas papers and stuff in a tub in front of me, which is what I'm fossicking through right now. Got this pretty golden green. Is that a bit busy? Yeah, I think I want something plain. It's very shiny, isn't it? Very pretty. This is quite a different green. Definitely makes it stand out. Why not? Christmas, you can go bright and bold, can't you? And we've already got a lot of colour and things going on, so I think it will be fine. So I'm just going to fussy tear around it. This is a paper bag of a product I used to buy, but I've changed. Just got a sticky bit there. Just going to take that off. Changed the product that I get, and I get it from someone else, so I don't get these bags anymore. Super sad because I love the colour. It's fun. Needs to go a bit smaller. Yeah, want it to go a bit thinner height-wise. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I'm going to glue stick that on, I think, and hope that it goes okay over the ribbon. We shall soon find out. Oh, this is almost out, this glue stick. I can see the blue of the plastic at the bottom. Oops, curly whirly. Whoa, come on. Come on. It's very, very thin paper. It's a very thin paper bag, so it's just wanting to curl up on me. Right. And you can still see some of the detail underneath, although when we put the word on, it's going to hide some of that, isn't it? Just check that I've, yep, got it okay. Maybe I should have put the bauble over top, but oh well. There we go. There's our words. Christmas time. And I want something up here. Okay, options. We have some rickrack here, which might be quite nice. Add a bit of extra texture. Oh, I really, really like that. I like the waviness of it. I think it looks really cute. So let's use some of that. That was easy. I didn't even get to the other options. Okay, we're just going to go tacky glue, I think. Could use fabric glue, but I just don't want to get all so sticky. Fabric glue is much harder to clean off your fingers than tacky glue. I love the fabric glue though. It's very good, very strong, very reliable. But yeah, I've just been in such a mess this week in many ways. So I'm centering it in the top of the ornament, not the ribbon underneath. So it will be off to the side a little bit. Right, hold that down and hope it sticks. So we'll give it a moment. Oh, I'm feeling hungry. It's still good, almost 40 minutes till lunchtime, so stop being hungry. You have to wait, stomach. Right, just a little overhang at the top. Snip that off. I might have to go in and give it a bit more glue if it's not going to behave, but for now I think if I leave it alone it might just well stick. Am I going to ink around these? I don't think that they actually need inking, and I think I'll decide later whether I want to ink around them. Quite simple really, just a bit of fun. It's likely that I will use these for Patreon mail. Not entirely positive, I might do something else instead, but at the moment I'm feeling that's what I will use them for. Right, let's put a bit of ribbon on this one. So maybe on that side this time, just looking at how it sits over top of papers. Right, double-sided tape out again. Not that I actually put it away. Oops. Right, I've put it further over, so have I got room to put another strip of tape down beside? Not quite. Not comfortably. I think I'd run into issues peeling up the backing, so we'll just do it the same way. Peel up the backing, then put the next strip on. And yes, it is taking quite a lot of tape, but I find this tape very, very affordable. It's not expensive. It's this size roll. This thickness is $2, and it lasts me a reasonable amount of time, so I'm not worried that I'm using a lot of tape. Oops, and I'm sticking it to my desk. Go. So if that was a really good quality tape, you know, I would have more trouble peeling it up off the desk, just with an accidental little drop there. Now the problem with this ribbon being super thin is it is wanting to warp a little bit, which is how I ended up with that slight curve on the first one we did. So we'll try and keep it straight. Go there, I think. Oh, it's already stuck down. And if I tried to peel it up off the wrapping paper, it would tear the wrapping paper, even though it's cheap tape, because the wrapping paper is cheaper quality, not necessarily cheaper to buy. I think it's very hard to find a roll of wrapping paper now for $2. Okay, so shall we cut out this last word that we have? We may as well use it on this one. Lost my scrap. Dear Santa. Cute. Right, what are we going to put with that, you ask? Well, good question. I don't think I have a Santa in anything here that we could use, apart from a stamp, but the stamps are quite little. I'm not feeling like they would, although, let's open them. You probably can't see for the glare anyway, off the plastic. Oh, there's more than one sheet. Ah, it says on it 2 sheets. Well, there you go. And I've used one apparently. Some other time. We could do like a little collage of stamps. Let's do that. I mean, that's just fun, isn't it? Do we want to back this? Have red, dark red. Do we want to try a little bit of that? I think I'll tear it again. The text is going sideways, but I'm not worried about that. I've got, you know, when I did the masterboard, I didn't worry about direction, so I don't mind about this having sideways text. It's subtle. It's not in your face. I like this like that. I don't, yeah, I mean, I could put it straight, but I just think it's a little bit quirky on an angle. So let's glue down our layers. So put this piece straight, and then we'll put the word on an angle, or the words. I need to find all my Christmas magazines, pull them out to get into the Christmas journals. You know, even just like regular monthly or weekly magazines. Gosh, lost the word magazines there for a moment. Have, you know, and their December issues can have some really nice things that you can harvest and use. Okay, so if we use the stamps, what do we want to use? Well, I'm seeing some animals, which is kind of fun. There's an owl, a penguin, and a hedgehog. There's obviously a reindeer as well, and a bear, but the bear's a bit smaller, a fox. I think I'm liking it's like these animals have written a letter to Santa asking for what they want for Christmas. That's kind of the story that's running through my head with this composition. And so they've posted their mail off to Santa with personalised stamps. Just so Santa won't mix up who wants what. So just kind of like a wee cascade. Maybe that one goes straight-ish. So this one must live closer to the North Pole because it only cost 5 cents, and these two cost 10 cents to send. there's a wee Santa hat. Do we want to add that? Why not? It's just being fun. Here we go, little Santa hat. And in North Pole, so it only costs 1 cent. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do with that one. So tip then, if you don't have a large image, make a grouping of smaller images. That's my takeaway from that. Right, last one coming up. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing well. Awesome. Okay, let's go with the ribbon again because I really like this. Do we want to go sideways this time? Like put a bit. Oh, I've got another idea actually. I'm going to go sideways and then I'll see whether I want to do the next step. One thing at a time. Okay, back with the double-sided tape. Oops, tore that off a bit short. Oh well. It'll be fine. Come on. Give me the backing. There we go. Got it now. Right. Make sure I get that tape to the end this time since it is a bit short on the other side. Oops. Rubbing bits off my ribbon. Being a very fine weave, it does fray incredibly easily, which is another good reason for the double-sided tape because it's not going to fray once it hits that tape. Right, just going to go right at the top of those trees pretty much. Bit of trimming. Now, what I was wondering, where to put ribbon, there it is whether I wanted to do like a present. You know, the crisscross, like it's a present. Do I want to do that? Or do I want to, where's my printables? Do I want to put like a tree? Or there's this present here. You could perhaps use that at the junction of the... That's kind of fun. I think I need to cut it out. So there's some frames on those printables as well. I'm going to do a kiss cut, so I'm not going to do a fussy cut. I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border like it's a sticker almost. But a sticker with a small border, not a big one. I'm not going to go in and out of all the details. That's the beauty of a kiss cut. You can just kind of round certain things off, not get too fussy with it. Hence, it's not called fussy cutting. So what are you guys up to for the weekend? We are going into the city on Saturday to visit my mum because it was her birthday this week, and wasn't able to get in beforehand, so we're catching up on Saturday, and we're going to not do a lot of shopping, just do a little bit of op shopping locally to where Mum lives, because you know, fixing a computer, paying for new parts and stuff like that doesn't leave a lot in the budget, but still a little bit I can play with. So I'll be hunting bargains and just considering carefully. I won't be just like grab, because I can't. Not this time. Well, not any time really. I've always got a budget. Just sometimes it's a bit more generous than other times. Right. So I quite like that. We still get that tree. We still get the town there. And then if we put that over the junction of the ribbons, I think that's quite cute. Let's go with it. Oops, my scissors are sticky from cutting the double-sided tape. Right, so we've finished with the ribbon now. Just kind of wrangle that back into its container. This roll is almost finished. I have another couple of rolls in the drawer though, so all good. It's something I don't like to run out of. So if I'm down to my last roll, I'm like, oh, I need to go to the shop. I need to get some more tape. And there's only one shop that I buy this from, and it's in Christchurch in the city, which I don't get to it very often, to this particular shop. So when I do go, I usually buy some, and depending how low I am, whether I buy multiple rolls or just a couple. Can't be running out of our favourite supplies now, can we? Oops, that one's a bit short too, and I'm sticking myself to the tape. Oh, and I did not mean to do that. So we've got this section of tape. Let's see if we can just kind of like put it on the roll. Stick it back to itself so I can use it on something else. You know, it's cheap, but I don't want to waste it by the same token, you know. No wastage, please. Okay. Oh, so sticky. Just trying to make sure it's straight as I can get it. Go, do a little trim up. So I'll need to clean my scissors after this, because the double-sided tape does leave a residue on the scissors just with the first cut of the double-sided tape, and it leaves a sticky residue which just then interferes with everything that you cut afterwards. Oh, got the silly bit stuck to my thumbnail. I'm trying to stick it to something else and it was not complying, but I think I've got it now. I've got fragments all over my scissors because it's stuck to the sticky tape residue. Okay, our present here. I love this. I just love the humour of it. Do not open till Christmas. Oops. It's like, well, too late. I've already opened it. Fun. Fun, fun. Oh, I've got leftovers for lunch today. Leftover roast chicken and veg. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And it's got gravy on too. I don't always make gravy because I just can't be faffed, really. It's like, should I have gravy? No, I can't be bothered. Very easy to make gravy. But sometimes I just can't be bothered, or I'm running too late and it's like, no, I can't. I've run out of time to make gravy now, even though it only takes a few minutes to make. But anyway, this one has gravy on it, so yum. Yummo. Looking forward to that, and then it will be time. I'll eat that and then run off down to the food bank and start putting some parcels together. just 3 to do today, so not a huge load today. I like how this town's sitting here as well. Do I want to add anything else? Because we haven't got our words that we added onto the others. On the label, there's a yellow one as well. Do we want a Christmas tree? No, I don't think we want a Christmas tree. We didn't really get into any of these other bits, did we? Got little foil bells. I think these are things that some friends took off of cards they were sent. Some of these bits anyway. There's a little glitter Christmas tree. There's these dimensional ones, but they feel not quite right either. Some more glitter trees on like some sort of cardstock. And then some stars. I have no idea where these came from. I might have picked them up at Creative Junk or something. So there's some plain paper ones. Well, there's these beautiful glittery ones. Stuck together, it seems. No, I just am feeling it's not really working. They're just kind of adding something for this purpose of adding something rather than actually complementing or improving the composition. So no to those. I think that's about all I had sitting up there. I mean, I'm happy with it as is. I was just like, do I want to add anything else? I think I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to go with that. We've got the angel. No. Okay, so 3 very simple double journal cards or Christmas cards. You could easily use them as Christmas cards. They're fun, they're funky, they're colourful, bright, bitsy. Everything that is about recycling. You know, it's recycled book pages, it's recycled wrapping paper. And then just a few decorative bits, recycled magazine parts, and then just add a few other elements, and boom, you've got something really fun, really unique, very you. So whatever you do, you will put yourself into it. You'll put your color choices, your style, your spin, even down to the size of the pieces that you put on your masterboard. It all makes it yours, your unique pieces, not my pieces. Mine will be totally different to yours, and ours will be totally different to the next person. So fabulous way to inject your own sense of style, your own personality, your own take on things by making masterboards. That's what it's about. It's about individuality and creativity. Okay, enough waffling. Have a great weekend, my friends. Have fun making whatever you like with your masterboard. If you haven't made your masterboard yet, what's stopping you? Do you want to jump in? Give it a go. Even if you just use one book page, like that's fine. You don't have to make a giant, big, long one. You could just make a single book page, or if you want to incorporate the technique like I did, do 2 book pages and make them smaller book pages. Anyway, I'm still waffling. I'll leave it at that. Take care. I will see you again in tomorrow's video, and then again on Monday. Have fun, my friends. Bye for now.